Hey everybody, it's Andy here, and this is a class for anyone who is unable to raise their arms up over our heads. So this class is not going to raise the arms up any higher than shoulder distance or shoulder level. So let's go ahead and get started in a comfortable seated position. So just start by wiggling around, grounding your sit bones down, feeling the connection to the earth. Bring your hands to your knees. Close your eyes, straighten your spine, and let's take a few deep breaths in and out through the nose. And when you're ready, just gently bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment to feel the beat of your heart in your palms. Feel the expansion and contraction as you breathe in and out. And take a moment to thank yourself for showing up on the mat today. No matter what's going on in your life, just thanking yourself for taking this time for you, to take care of you, and being aware that there's always an adjustment, always an option. And if you like, you can set an intention for your practice today. Just a short, simple, 3 or 4 word sentence of what you would like for this practice today. So just go ahead and repeat that to yourself now. And then you can release your arms, bring your hands back down to your knees. We'll continue from here. So let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out. One more breath in. And as you exhale, just bring your chin down to your chest. Feel the stretch in the back of your neck. Another breath in and out. Relaxing the head. As you inhale, roll the head all the way around. And as you exhale, coming back and down, chin to chest. 2 more rotations. Inhale all the way up. And exhale back and down. 1 more inhale all the way around, and exhale back and down. This time switch directions, inhaling in the opposite direction. Keep your spine straight, just allow the movement to come from the neck. 2 more. Keep the shoulders relaxed and down. And last one. And then once your chin reaches your chest, just hang the head here for 1 more breath. And then on your next inhale, come back up to a neutral spine. And as you exhale, gently blink the eyes to open. From here, bring your hands behind your back, interlock your fingers, press your fists down towards the floor, maybe lifting them slightly. away from your back to open up the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath here. And then release. Roll the shoulders back. And then coming into a nice gentle twist, bring the left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist. Look over your right shoulder. As you inhale, come back to center. Other side. Bring your right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist. Look over your left shoulder. As you inhale, come back to center. Release your arms. Bring your arms behind you. Palms flat on the floor. Bring your feet a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. And we'll windshield wiper the knees. Bring the knees to the left, shoulders and your face to the right. As you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, switch knees to the right, shoulders and face to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, switch. As you come back to center, cross your feet in front of you. Come off of your hands. Roll the shoulders back. And then from here, we're just going to turn facing the lengthwise direction of your mat if you're not already. Place your hands shoulder distance apart on the mat. Roll over your knees. And bring your knees under your hips. Your wrists under your shoulders. And let's do a bit of cat-cow. So as you inhale, arch your spine, raise your head up, keep your neck nice and long. And as you exhale, round the spine, lower your head down, looking to your navel. Inhale once more, head comes up. Exhale, rounding it out. Once again, inhale, raise your head up, arch your spine. And exhale, round it out. As you inhale, come back to a neutral spine. And then we're going to come down into child's pose. So bring your hips to your ankles. Walk your hands backwards. And then we're just going to place the arms along the sides of the body and rest your forehead down to the mat. And this is one variation of child's pose that you're always welcome to take. And just feeling the connection of your forehead to the earth, your legs and your arms. And just take 3 deep breaths here. And then when you're ready to move out, you can slide your hands back underneath your shoulders and press your hands into the earth to bring your body back up to a straight spine. From here, you can walk your hands back out in front of you, back to your tabletop. And then we're going to stretch out the legs one by one. So start by tucking your right toes and pressing your heel back towards the back wall. To increase the stretch, you can press your hands forward, almost pushing your body weight back until you feel the stretch in the right calf. Take a couple of breaths. And then release the pressure on your arms. Bring your knee back underneath you. Tuck your left toes. Once again, press backwards. Use your arms, pressing your body weight back. Feel the stretch in the back of your left leg. And then coming back to your tabletop. Rock your hips side to side. Breathing deep. And then from here, you can tuck your toes and then Step forward, bringing both feet right under your hands, and then you can hold on to the backs of your legs and just slowly bring your legs towards being straight until you feel a nice stretch in the backs of your legs. And you can rock side to side, just relaxing the head and neck. And then slowly rolling all the way up. Slide your hands up your legs. Until you come all the way up to a straight spine. Bring your hands to your heart center. And then from here, you can bring your hands down to your hips. And then step your right foot back. So your left knee is bent. And then open up your arms to parallel to the floor, looking towards your left hand middle finger. So bending that front knee, keeping your back leg straight. From here, we're coming into reverse warrior. So bring your right hand down to your thigh, bring your left hand behind your back, and slide your hand down towards the floor, looking up to the sky. Take a couple deep breaths here. And then coming back into warrior two. From here, you can bring your left elbow to your left knee. Bring your right arm behind your back. If you like, you can tuck your fingers in just over your thigh, looking up to the sky, opening up that right shoulder. Take a couple of breaths. And then release your right arm. Bring it all the way down to the floor. Lift up your back heel and move your left hand to behind your back, turning your face to the sky on the left. Once again, opening up that left shoulder. And take a couple of breaths. And then release your left arm all the way down to the floor. Tuck your back heel back down to the floor. And then coming back up into warrior two. From here, straighten your left leg, and then we'll come into Trikonasana. So with both legs straight, reach forward, and then bring that left hand to your ankle. Bring your right hand behind your back, opening up once more. Face to the sky. Couple of breaths here. And then release. Bringing your right hand to the floor. This time twisted triangle. Bring your left hand behind your back. Turn your face to the sky, keeping both legs straight. And then release your left arm, hand to the floor, bending that front leg again, lifting your back heel up. And then step forward, bring your feet together at the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, slide your hands up the backs of your legs. And then exhale, release your head, forehead towards your knees. Keep your arms tucked in behind your legs. And then as you inhale, plant your hands on the floor and step your left foot back this time. As you inhale, bring your arms up into warrior two. Exhale, sink down in the hips. Take a couple of breaths here. Right leg at 90 degrees, left leg is straight. And then coming into reverse warrior on the other side. So your left hand comes to your thigh, right hand comes behind your back. Slide your hand down your leg, looking up to the sky, opening up in the right shoulder. Take a couple of breaths. And then coming back forwards through warrior two. And then bring your right elbow to your right knee. Your left hand comes behind your back. Once again, you can tuck your fingers in just on top of that right thigh if you like. And once again, turn your face to the sky. Open up in the left shoulder. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And then release that left arm, coming back into warrior two. And then straighten your right leg. Reach forward, bring your hand to your ankle, and bring your left hand behind your back, opening up in your left arm. Take a deep breath. And then twisted Trikonasana. Bring your left hand to the floor, and your right arm comes behind your back. Turn your face to the right, all the way up to the sky. And then when you're ready, release your right arm all the way back down to the floor. Bend your front knee. Lift up your back heel. And then when you're ready, you can step forward, bringing your feet together at the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide your hands up the backs of your legs. Exhale, release the upper body. Keep your arms tucked in behind your legs. As you inhale, come all the way up, sliding your hands all the way up your legs. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Take a couple of breaths here. And then from here, you can release your arms to your sides, and we're going to do a few wide-legged stretches. So, separate your legs about one leg distance apart, making an equilateral triangle with your legs. Inhale, open up your shoulders, arms come out to the sides. And then as you exhale, release your upper body, bring your hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine, fingers just touching the floor. And exhale once again, palms to the mat, release your entire upper body. From here, you can walk your hands over to the right, hold onto your right leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend your elbows, drawing your forehead towards your shin. Take a couple of breaths here. And then release. Walk your hands over to the left. Hold on to your left ankle and inhale. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, draw your forehead towards your shin. 2 more breaths here. And then release. Walk your hands back to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Once again, fingers just touching the floor. And then as you exhale, plant your left hand flat on the mat. Bring your right hand behind your back. And then as you inhale, open up your right shoulder towards the sky, looking up. Take a couple of breaths. Feel the lengthening in your inner left thigh. And then on your next exhale, release your Right arm to the floor, palm flat on the mat. And as you inhale, bring your left hand behind your back and open up your left shoulder, look to the sky and feel the stretch in your inner right thigh. And take 3 more breaths on this side. And then as you exhale, release both hands to the floor, release your upper body. Take a couple of breaths. And then as you inhale, come up to a halfway lift. Straight spine, fingers just touching the floor. And exhale, bring your hands up to your hips. Keep your spine where it is. Then as you inhale, bring your upper body all the way back up. And exhale here. From here, turn your toes to face 45 degrees out, maybe towards the corners of the room. And then from here, you can bend your knees in the same direction that your toes are pointing, coming into a horse stance. We're going to make our way into Twisted Goddess. So bring your hands onto your thighs, just above your knees, with your wrists on the inside of your legs, your fingers on the outside of your legs. So reaching over the back, and see if you can keep your arms straight and your shoulders away from your ears. So inhale here. As you exhale, bring your left shoulder down. Look over your right shoulder. Feel the nice twist and keep pressing out on your thighs so you're feeling the opening up of the shoulder and the inner thighs. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, other side. Bring your right shoulder down and look over your left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. And exhale, switch. One more time. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, switch. And last time on the other side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, switch. And then as you come back to center, start to straighten your legs, sliding your hands up your legs, roll the shoulders back, and then you can walk your feet back to center or heel toe your feet back to center. All right, from here, we're gonna come down into a seated position. Any comfortable seated position that works for you. Close your eyes, take a couple of breaths. And then you can stay here if this is the most comfortable position for you. If you'd like, you can come into half lotus by bringing your one leg on top of your opposite thigh, or full lotus if you want to bring the other one on top. But don't push yourself too hard. If it's painful, definitely just come out and stay in cross-legged. But just take whatever option you like for today. And then we're going to come into reverse prayer. So you have a few options for this. If that's too much for you to bring your arms into reverse prayer, you can also come into just holding onto your forearms behind your back, or holding onto the opposite elbows behind the back. Or if you'd like to come into the full reverse prayer, just bringing your palms together between your shoulder blades. And just take a few breaths. Keeping the spine straight. And then gently coming out. If you're in lotus or half lotus, you can switch your legs to the other position so that the other leg goes on top first. And then coming back in, bringing your arms to the same position they were, either holding onto the opposite forearms or opposite elbows, or all the way into reverse prayer. And take another 2 or 3 breaths. arms, release the legs, wherever they are. All right, now we're gonna come into cow face pose. So bring your feet straight in front of you with your knees up. Reach your left hand under your left leg. Grab your right ankle and slide it underneath. Bring your left leg on top with your feet coming out to the sides. So normally in cow face pose, we would reach one arm up. Instead of reaching one arm up, we're gonna reach both arms behind. And once again, holding on to the opposite elbows or the forearms. Take a couple of breaths here. Opening up the shoulders. And then if you like, you can bring your upper body down, resting your chin on your knee if that's comfortable. Or you can also release the arms and just hug your knees in front of you. Taking a few breaths. Last breath here. And then pushing your hands into the mat to roll your upper body all the way back up. Bringing that top knee up and just place your foot on the outside of your knee. From here, we're going to come into a twist. So bring the left hand behind your sit bone. Keep your arms straight and just keep it nice and close to your back to support your lower back. And then you can either bring your elbow to the outside of your knee or just hug your knee with your inner elbow. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist. Look over your left shoulder. And then come back to center, release, and we're gonna switch the legs. So bringing both legs in front of you again. This time reach your right hand under your right leg, grab your left ankle and slide it underneath. Other leg comes on top, lining up your knees as much as is comfortable. You can also extend the bottom leg straight out in front of you if you prefer. And then bringing your arms behind you, either holding onto your opposite elbows or your forearms. Take a deep breath in, lengthening the spine. And then exhale, bringing your body forward, maybe resting your chin on your knee. Or if it's more comfortable, you can just bring your arms in front of you to hug that bottom knee. And take a few deep breaths here. And then when you're ready to release, you can press your hands into the mat, rolling up in the spine, roll the shoulders back. And then bring up, pulling up on that top knee, place your foot on the outside of your knee. And then we're gonna twist on the other side. So bring your right palm to the floor just behind your sit bone. And either bring your elbow to the outside of your knee or just hug your knee with your inner elbow. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist, pressing your elbow into your knee and looking over your right shoulder. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, coming back to center, release. And then releasing the legs straight out in front of you. Give them a little shake. And then from here, the last bit I want to show you is how to do some sun salutations in a variation without raising your arms up over your head. Because that's often the part where we raise our arms over the head the most. So we're going to start in Vajrasana. So this is sort of a seated variation with low arms for the sun salutations. So starting from here, sitting on the heels, bring your hands to your thighs, roll the shoulders back, straighten the spine, draw the top of the head up to the sky. We'll start with an inhale. Open up your arms, open up your chest. Raise your head up to the sky. As you exhale, bring your hands to the floor, forehead to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. So just press your hands into the mat, come to a flat back. And as you exhale, step back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Inhale, slide forward into cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, send your hips back, walk your hands back into a child's pose. Arms along the sides of your body. We'll take 5 breaths here. Just letting everything go, anything you're holding on to, feeling the connection to the earth. And then slide your hands back underneath your shoulders. Inhale, press into the mat, walk your hands back. Tuck your toes. And step your feet forward, coming back into Vajrasana. Take a nice deep breath here. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, open up your arms and your chest, face to the sky. Exhale, bend forward, hands to the mat, forehead to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine, bringing your head up. Exhale, step back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, place your knees, chest, and chin down. Inhale, slide forward into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, send your hips back, walk your hands back, bringing your forehead to the floor and your arms along the sides of your body, child's pose. We'll take 5 breaths here. And then bringing your hands back underneath your shoulders. Inhale, lifting your head up, walking your hands forward, tuck your toes, and then stepping your knees forward, coming back into Vajrasana. Take a deep breath here. And then last one, inhale, open up the chest, arms out to the sides, face to the sky. Exhale, hands to the mat, forehead to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, straight arms, straight spine. Exhale, step back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin down. Inhale, slide forward into cobra or upward dog. Exhale, send your hips back, walk your hands backwards, and rest your arms along the sides of your body, forehead to the floor. We'll take 5 breaths here. And when you're ready, bring your hands back under your shoulders. Inhale, straighten your arms, come to a flat back. And then exhale, walk your hands forward and bring your knees all the way up. Sitting back down in Vajrasana. Close your eyes, take a nice deep breath here. All right. And then from here, we'll come down onto our backs. So you can cross your feet underneath you and lay all the way down onto the floor. Hug your right knee and then your left knee into your chest. Rock side to side. And then release your feet down to the floor. Tuck your heels in nice and close to your body, and then as you inhale, press your feet into the mat, raising your hips up. Interlock your fingers behind your back and walk your shoulder blades towards each other for bridge. Take a couple deep breaths here. And then release your hands all the way down, your hips all the way down to the floor. And then release your left leg. Hug your right knee into your chest. And we'll come into a twist from here. So bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee and draw it over to the left. Keep your arm down, or you can move it out to the side if that's comfortable. Otherwise, just keep it beside your body. Take a few deep breaths. Turn your face to the right. And then coming back to center, release your right leg to the floor and hug your left leg into your chest. And then bring your right hand to the outside of your knee, draw it over to the right. Keep your left hand down next to your body, or move it out if it's comfortable. And turn your face to the left. A couple more deep breaths. And then guide your knee back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. And then when you're ready, with a big exhalation, you can release into Shavasana. Extending your arms and legs nice and wide. And then just relax the entire body, from the tips of your toes all the way to the top of your head. Relaxing your toes, your feet, your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your lower back, upper back, your belly, your chest, shoulders, arms, palms and fingers. Relax your neck and the back of your head and your face, from your chin all the way up to the crown of your head. And just allow a wave of relaxation to flow from the top of your head all the way back down to your toes. Just take a few moments to relax your thoughts and your mind. Take a step back, becoming the observer, without any judgment. Just observe the thoughts that come in and out of your mind. And when you're ready to slowly start making your way back, and start deepening your breath, observing the rising and falling of your belly as you inhale and exhale. And then start to wiggle your fingers and toes. And then rotate your wrists and your ankles. And then bring your feet together and bring your hands into your belly. Bring one hand to your belly, the other hand to your heart. Take a couple more breaths here, reminding yourself of your intention for today. Repeat your intention to yourself one more time. And when you're ready, you can bend your knees and roll over onto one side. And then use your hands to press into the mat and make your way back up into a comfortable seated position. Bring your palms together at heart center and slightly bow your heads. And we'll end our practice today with one Om. Starting with an inhale. Exhale. Inhale to chant. When you're ready, you can slowly allow your eyes to blink open, keeping your gaze soft towards the floor in front of you. And that concludes our practice for today. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.